beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Okay, welcome to Channel Milwaukee PDX. This is Tony. Behind the controls is Hans.
That's me.
And along with us is Daniel.
Hello, again.
We are playing Alan Wake 2.
He looks a lot different than the first game.
Yeah, maybe not what you were expecting.
Pretty sure that would be my reaction too. Like, time to get out of here. There's a naked man limping at me, covered in gross.
I know what I'm going to cosplay as, though.
Yeah.
You don't know I'm from Alan Wake 2? I was just going to comment about how amazing everything was.
It's high fidelity man ass.
Exactly.
I also feel like if I was naked, I wouldn't really want to go after whatever is making that noise, but whatever. Oh, cool.
Oh, great. We get to watch him sprint now?
Yeah.
Feel like the first game is stop in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that'll drive me crazy.
This is like, I think anybody's worst nightmare being butt naked chased by wolves.
For the audience, Hans and Daniel played or had completed it in the Final Cut version. So I'll be making commentary, but maybe not totally spoilery.
And to be fair, I haven't played the first one yet either, so.
Well,
Neither one of us, yeah.
and you introduced me though, so you did
You say-
play.
you
at
say
least
this.
some of it.
I don't remember that, but
That's fine.
I guess I had to have.
Yeah, I mean 100%. I didn't look at Xbox unless you were talking. So.
Right.
This is fun.
Oh,
Well, no. I don't. Maybe not. Oh, okay. They said you can't leave. What if I just try? Oh, you missed.
Uh-oh. Shadow.
Oh,
You okay?
Yes. Trying to spot the difference.
It's gonna be okay though, right?
Oh, yeah. I think we got some cozy.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too.
You get
Say
left
hi to
behind,
Casey. Tell
Mom.
him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
That's the dude from Half-Life.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
I don't know, he even kind of sounds like him.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
it makes me uncomfortable seeing his face with actual angles instead of just texture mapped onto a stick figure like back in the day.
Cauldron Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Time to
just
get
had
to
that
work.
epiphany, that's who that was.
That's just gonna get trippier later, so hold on to that thought.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
So I don't know about you, but rolling around in the game with an FBI jacket just feels good.
I expect the other guy, the other agent, to be crushing a bottle of aspirin the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Just casually eating
Understandable.
copious amounts of aspirin.
I should take a look at that map.
That will come up later.
Perfect.
Thanks, Saga. That's definitely
I think I hear someone. Could be out.
There it goes. Kept hitting the button. Didn't want to come up.
You know, for a second or something.
2 goals. I haven't even done anything.
I want to say. Well, I was gonna say that everything that's dark is like inaccessible. That like literally everything looks dark, so I don't really know what to say. So maybe it'll update. I don't know.
We'll find out.
Maybe they're letting you see everything first. I don't know.
I don't know, but I want to know what's up here.
Yeah, I'll just that guy.
Better not take a bicycle on this trail. The sign said, nope.
Control. Oh, Cauldron Lake.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one.
So I'm
Toxic
actually.
volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Logged. They really don't want people coming in here.
So I'm actually like super happy you actually just did that because that's the way to the Lake House expansion.
Oh, okay.
Andy gave us a name drop of the Federal Bureau of Control, tying in control, of course.
So early on.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot of documentation.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over. With the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess, next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned wobbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot, somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Uh, just, just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off of it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, I saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs. Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. Interesting. Maybe we saw the dude at the beginning. After I saw the weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Interesting. Started hearing wolves and wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago. But they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down. My stupid phone is dead. I'm gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. Okay. So some foreshadowing stuff.
Some scared bird watcher.
Wonder if we find this tent. Get a sense of what happened to the guy. I'm sure he's fine.
It's probably up that steep trail. Or not.
Just make sure everybody needed it. All right. Good job.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
He's a little grumpy, huh?
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
This guy's a scientist.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
It is wildly impressive graphically.
Before we get
I'm
to the crime
constantly
scene,
thinking
there's
that.
time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Right now, I'm just thinking about Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. That's Memento vibes.
That's true too.
I heard Guy Pearce said that he was very embarrassed by his performance. And I'm just like, oh, dude, no. You did amazing.
Yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, this is a lot of pattern behavior, it seems like.
Well,
Or is there
you're seeing some similarities between the disappearances and murders from 10 years ago and the case going on right now. Good triangle. Yeah, okay. I think you technically
That-
done what you need to do here.
Just looking at it, that's it.
Yeah, that's
That's
just the map.
same map, not any
Yeah,
different.
same map, yep.
All right, I mean,
There'll be more things that'll become interactive in here. I mean, you can check it out, but like, there's
I see you're already hard
Oh,
at work,
okay.
Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
I just feel like your partner's a little antagonistic.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
It's their time. Are they hidden? Bird watchers?
It's barely a tent.
Well, I mean, it could have been at one point,
You
maybe.
putting me in
Yeah.
charge.
it's just
Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a
What is a tent?
detective that
I mean, I get it. It could be a
Cases
makeshift
that
shelter,
the rest
but
of
it's
us
still
baffle.
pretty rustic.
I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
chaos at the Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. as to whether the attacker is still at large. By Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom said, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, and the next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so when we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kirkman. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said it's like it appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly the dog starts barking his head off, and the psycho comes out crashing through the trees. Don't think don't think I'll ever feel safe again in the forest. A representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, and we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabins that have been rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochure and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Great. All right, that's interesting. Explains some stuff. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny in July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Sure. All right. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, "Am I dreaming?" At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Richard Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of, or it's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls and feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dog's dead, their cat's eaten, and so it felt real good to give someone good news. Even if Coffee Bean is kind of in rough shape, the fur will grow back, sure. But, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. Okay. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in the game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and the sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win.
So going through the first chapter or episode of Alan Wake 1, it's weird because like all the same like statements of like bragging about the cabins and like the main character that you're dealing with in the first episode is all spilling those basic same lines, pushing Bright Falls is what a nice place to come visit, right?
Yeah.
And the late night call into the radio station that you come across with the dog going missing too.
Yes.
Like very much the same stuff happening.
Exactly. 100%. I mean, that's dead on. They're striking those vibes. And even making a few direct callbacks.
Yeah.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
I was just thinking about how this place is very ableist.
Whoa.
How are you going to get back up?
Exactly.
Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. Nice. For those of you who live in the rest of the Saga planet, yes, this is the Pacific Northwest. Yes, it really is this awesome.
I wasn't actually sure it was supposed to take place.
And yes, you'll probably get serial murder, but it's okay.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
Oh, hey.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Kind of a weird space for a phone booth.
Kinda, yeah.
Which is I mean, I kind of want to know what that is.
You guarantee we'll go there later.
Then I won't worry about it.
I just don't really see any value getting there early.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Ooh, sneaking up on
Deputy
this guy.
Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Reach out with the cursor and then click on it. Or is it? Did it make the arrow up?
Yeah.
That's
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think on the way home I'm going to buy some red yarn and push pins.
yes. So you need to pick up more clues from the scene.
You can just collect his art. That
The
seems
killer
great.
left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Maybe place it over the thing.
Oh, okay, I
Something-
gotcha.
Something like that. You just gotta find the right place and let it snap into place.
Yeah.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
I think I misspoke before. So there were 3 recent murders, but there was a case 10 years ago with a bunch of disappearances, and I don't know how much of it they probably don't fully relate on those previous ones, other than the fact that that was a thing that happened.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
A murder party.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I think you've collected everything. I'm not sure if you have to do something with case board or let's see. So those 2 clues, I think they said for later. Look at the goals.
I have a feeling
Talk
since
to
there's
somebody.
things that say for later, there's probably maybe a couple more clues.
Maybe.
Any idea who the
Maybe
victim
after you
is?
speak with them.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
They're super sketchy. I feel like that should also probably be like one of the first things you lead
So
with.
you knew our
Hey,
victim.
it's an FBI agent.
I
Yeah.
didn't recognize him in his current state, but yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale shows up in the first game.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
I like how she's made her own little version of a mind palace, but in it she brings her flashlight, but not a gun, just the flashlight.
This mug always cheers me up. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
So we got 2 new pieces of evidence for the case board. Oh, maybe it's just 5 for 1, whatever.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Look at the naked guy.
Yeah, that guy's been hanging out with a naked guy for
This
quite
one
some
of your
time, it sounds
hunches,
like.
Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Not doing anything with the paper? Oh.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Kind of breaks the fourth wall.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Interesting seeing the writer's room.
Yeah.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Or where you're going.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Oh, that's not it.
That's where you first met the deputy.
This is the front end of the. And he goes behind it. So he was going the right way.
Yeah.
It looked like the right table.
Yeah.
So that's where you met the deputy that took you to the body.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Maybe you have to talk to the deputy.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, got a little item there to add.
Down below.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Now you should get a pronto check.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called. to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
So at this point, either leave
Let's
or
get the
you're
car,
free
drive
to
to Bright
explore.
Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
A cup of coffee.
Let's try that.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting. So you can explore around here. You'll discover some things. So, I mean, but they also will still be there.
So we didn't do the hut. We went down here
Yeah.
to the blocked area. So maybe check it out those two quick things.
Sure.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Manuscript fragments.
Yeah. So this is the game's upgrade system.
Sick.
So Alex Casey is basically Max Payne.
Mm-hmm.
It's the renamed version, so they can kind of allude to Max Payne. UFOs and you, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again, and I forget. I got the feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. After I'd finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove chasing him. Starry night, not too much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought combination to have it all align and make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. I was just kind of frustrated, but relieved. I scanned the sky for shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of the octahedron. Oh wow. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me, here but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. I wonder what that is. I'm not going to drop who I suspect, actually. Maybe put that there.
I think it was Dylan Faden.
Dylan Faden. No.
No, I
Good guess, but no. Dylan Faden's been locked up, like, forever.
That's true. That makes it even more impressive.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Go. Maybe?
It just officially
It
became
gets
a
me.
platformer.
Closer to where I'm trying to get to, right?
I think so. This is for the Witch's Hut, but
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
yeah, there's really only two places to go, so.
Yeah, because we walked through here
Yep.
and all that. Yep.
The cabins are
Yep,
locked,
yep, yep,
so you can't get through those for now. Yep, obviously there's a whole lot of reasons to go to there later, but whatever. Sorry, folks, you like your host, but they're checking out the cabins. That's the hut, which is cabin right behind you.
No.
Damn, it snuck up on you.
But boop.
Is there a flashlight button?
I don't know if they talked about using it yet.
Or does it
I
just...
think it comes out till it's like actually dark out. It's just like a accessory.
Sweet hut.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, it feels creepy.
Alright. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit still haunts this place.
Great.
I feel like I met her in the first game. Well, in all of the 20 minutes I've played of the first game so far.
Oh. Friday. Midge told me today her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her, and she said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday. I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do, instead I just was sitting around like I always do. Wait, what? Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Okay, that was his big way of saying he finally went there because he always does nothing about it. Okay. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to get back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find the way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. What are we talking about? I just wonder which house he's talking about. Is he talking about the FBC Lake House, or is he talking about the other big house?
Oh, we got some gear.
There's so much gear.
Yeah, you get the batteries.
Whoa,
lunchbox
sneaky
again.
note.
Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little weird and crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us.
Ooh.
Somebody's a fan.
Manuscript
Look at
fragments.
these knitted rocks.
Yeah.
Are they painted or knitted?
I think both.
The rock socks.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we went to the witch's hut.
We did it.
I mean, you found batteries.
Where you were.
Right, because we got to go back to the shortcut, back to the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw everything, right?
There's that spot
Up here?
there, but
Didn't we catch that on the way down?
Yeah, maybe you did. I honestly don't know. If you cut to the left too sharply, you wouldn't have.
No, because I remember the split off right here, but I think we were still stuck together. So, all right, well, I'll loop around. We'll go the long way back. Fuck the shortcut keys.
Actually, I want to go the way
You should not go through the shortcut.
I mean, I just wanted to let you take the long way back. Probably will.
Well, what's down there?
The lake.
Nice, we found it.
Part of the lake. Salt water. Oh, hey, look. Is it locked? Oh, it's not even locked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got your pills.
Nice.
Thing.
Pills have returned.
When do you get bullet time?
Hmm?
When do you get bullet time? Like slow down time?
I mean, it kind of is a thing.
Oh, nice.
So it's not like a big thing, but it sort of exists.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Waterfalls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature, turning the grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble mortar and pestle. Quite, quite like the one in which Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Was, was this it? Was this the spot?
I think so.
Okay, so that was like the last. Yeah, that's exactly it. Turn around and look at the tree to your left. Right there,
The gangly monster one?
the
No.
the one with the
Oh, the
thing
one that has
attached to
shit hanging on it right in front of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's it. I was wondering if it was like maybe trying to potentially point you to something, but
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
There's another one.
yeah, it is. They're kind of all over the place. I think they help guide you to
Cash.
some of the lunch boxes. But not here.
Come on,
Said
Saga.
not that way.
Time to get back to work.
Just said no.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go back to it. Try it the first time.
Alright.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I swear there's one more thing around, but it's okay.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Kind of cool. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever collected that cool before. That's an important secret ever. Monday, 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The builder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were comprised by the builder. Note to self: train the builder. Tuesday, 9/4. Nothing to report. Some animals regular. Wednesday, 9/5. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Cool. 30 seconds before we do our sign off.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Pause here. Okay. So this was the first episode of our new playthrough of Alan Wake 2. This has been channel Morocco PDX. Behind the controls is Hans. And we are joined by Daniel commenting. So catch you on the next episode shortly. Thank you.